Donnie, we got to get this thing working.
Yeah.
They've all been watching our videos. We've done like 5 videos on this thing so far. It takes a lot of work, though.
Well, y'all got to understand, we only work down here 1 day a week. Sometimes not even that. Because I got projects on that end of town going on. I got projects on that end of town going on. I got projects in Rock Hill going on. I got projects in Charlotte going on. And, you know, it's hard to find time for all this little stuff.
Yep. But our long-term plan is, this is a, what do they call them? I've forgotten. A CNC machine, I think is what they call them.
CNC route.
So in our last video, well, in one of the videos we showed, we went and picked up this huge CNC machine to replace our older CNC machine. That it's not old, that one's actually newer, but we've had it longer. So we're trying to build an enclosure, and we got all this cutesy stuff going on, which we did in the last video. Boy, people loved that video.
Yeah, they loved it.
Boy, they loved telling me how I did it wrong.
Yep.
But that's okay. So basically, we checked the power supply last time, didn't we?
Yes.
So we still got to finalize that. But what we couldn't do was we couldn't do any kind of control of our motor. Not the one you can see there. We got a motor mounted underneath the Y there. We couldn't do any kind of control of our motor because our smooth stepper, they call this,
Smooth stepper, yep,
could not interface with the breakout board. Because this is a male side and this is a male side.
Whoever designed that ought to have their butt kicked.
I figured out why. It's because there's a popular motor driver, like all-in-one combo, that this will plug right into. So that's why they did it. But
They should have their butt.
this one should have been done the other way. It's these people.
Both of them should have their butt kicked.
So I went online and I got this little adapter. Now, to me, now Donnie, that's male, right?
Yes.
Now, people, I don't want to be vulgar, but the way you can keep it straight is male sticks out and female sticks in. Okay?
That's the way I always see it. Yeah.
Now, you know, that's just how it is. I didn't make that. Don't get mad at me. That's reality. Trust the science, people. Well, now there's multiple. Yeah, that don't work anymore.
Yeah,
you can't trust the science.
Yep.
So this male one will not plug into a male one.
Yes.
There's too much equipment here.
Too much. Way too much equipment.
So I got this one. Now, the guy that had this for sale, do you know what he had this advertised as?
Probably double males.
This is a female to female adapter.
Yep.
He had it advertised as a male to male adapter. But it is going to adapt our male cable to our male thing. So I guess it could be either way, but I would think this would be a female-female adapter. See, they call it a gender changer.
Seriously?
That's what it says, mini gender changer. And it says U.S. patent, but it was made in China.
You know, there was a problem we had with our transmissions.
Uh-huh.
We used to call it tranny fluid.
Yeah.
Now we gotta call it ginger juice.
Yeah. God. All right, so I need this to go on here so that this can finally plug into it, okay? And then we need to get, I've got power over to here, but I need to get power to there, which I think there is a way to send it through here. Can't remember. And then we need to wire this to our Gecko Drive over here.
The Gecko, yep.
The Gecko Drive, the wires are going out to our motor. And we have an Ethernet cable here that runs over to the Smoothstepper that will plug into the computer all the way across the room, way over there. And we're going to see if we can get the motor to move.
Woohoo! That's
So
one more step.
this is going to be a little more about the software setup, I guess, and hooking this up just for testing purposes. Now, we just got it laying in here now. Eventually, we're going to have it all mounted and everything. But
you're going to have to show me up here. Y'all ain't going to see me much on this video since we're talking about computers.
it's going to be Donnie setting up a computer.
Ooh.
So we'll see what we can do. So I'll see if I can plug all this stuff in and run a cord from there to there. And then we can start on the computer stuff maybe. Okay, folks, now keep in mind, this is just for testing purposes. We know it all, it's like a rat's nest. We know that. Right? This is for testing purposes, okay? So, the smooth stepper is getting its power, like we said. It's connected, okay? You see this? It's been like 2 hours. Donnie got bored. We've got a connector on the enable. By the way, if you want to read along at home, this is a C11G. Enable wire. There are 3 wires, a common, a direction, and a step. Coming from here to the common, direction, and step on the Gecko Drive. There's 80 volts from the power supply going into the Gecko Drive. I think this wire is big enough gauge, but we'll have to see on that. And then the wiring coming out of that to the side here, got a cable coming out of that. Again, temporarily connected to the motor with electrical tape in case I got the wiring wrong. I don't think I did though. I looked it up. This is an Oriental motor made in Japan. Pretty good company from what I understand. I didn't want to use the Chinese ones because I'm on an anti-China kick right now. We've got the windings figured out, I believe, by the color code on the motor. So yeah. Oh, and on this one, they want the common going to the Gecko Drive to be set on 5 volt, but not ground. So there's a little jumper to do that on the breakout board. So I need to look up the Ethernet board to make sure, the smooth stepper, to make sure I've got all the jumpers right on it, and then we're ready to start doing software stuff. And all we're trying to do is get this to move. If we can get it to move, we want to see just kind of how it works and what speed looks like and all that before I order more motors. We're just trying to test one motor out. The Z here isn't hooked up, it's just sitting up there. Look, we took a cable, Ethernet cable, and ran it all the way over there. What do you think, Donnie? Hey, look. There's some lights on.
Hey, that thing's got a green light blinking every once in a while.
Uh-huh.
See? Hey, look. See that? That's got a green light.
Hey, look. There's a yellow light.
Boy,
that's pretty how they can make them different colors.
Hey, can I touch this?
I wonder if they're watching this video for instructional purposes, because if they ain't watching it for entertainment purposes, they're in big trouble. Yeah. This is not an instruction video, people. We have no clue what we're doing. Oh, and we need to talk about that.
Don't touch the white wire.
When we say we don't have any clue, that doesn't mean we want you to tell us how to do it. We're trying to figure it out by messing with it. And by the time you see this video, we done did it. Oops, we done did it.
You're supposed to wipe.
Oh, I gotta edit that out. Always something with. All right, so now we're gonna set up the Ethernet Smoothstepper. There's a little program that you put on the computer, and it configures the computer to where the computer can talk to this. So that's what we're gonna do first. Well, we're screwed. So there's a little program, I think, that you install it with. But it's saying it's not a valid Win32 application. I wonder if it's like 64-bit, and this is old school 32-bit. This is an old computer. We might have to look into something else. Let me do some research. Luckily, Donnie really knows his computer stuff, so he was able to figure it out. So I've downloaded an older version off of Donnie's phone, but I don't know if that was the problem with the other one or not. It may have just been that the file was corrupted because I'm putting it on a an SD card that's on a USB adapter. And there's lots of sawdust. Okay, English. Here we go. SCU application setup. I heard this thing is the way to do it. I heard this is the way to go, Donnie.
Well, I heard hotspot was the thing of the future.
Yep. We'll do a startup. I don't want to put a quick desktop or anything. We're trying to keep our desktop uncluttered. Here we go. Look, it's adding all the stuff, Donnie. It's extracting it.
That's good.
It's also installing it.
You know, this computer we don't have nothing on.
Yeah, this is like a Windows 95 or something.
Nothing. We don't want nothing on it. It's got one job, is to run this machine, and that's it.
It's installing .NET 4. Sounds like something from Star Wars.
That's good. We like old school.
Please wait while it scrolls and installs.
Okay.
See, look how fake everything is. It got to the end, and then instead of that being done, look, it just starts over again. You watch, what's going to happen is one of those little blocks is going to pop up here, and that'll let you know at that point that you're only 1/50th of the way done.
That's going to take like all day.
It says it may take minutes.
Hours.
I mean, there's nothing we can really do. It's an old computer, and it's the .NET people. It's not Warp. I think .NET, I'll bet Microsoft had something to do with it.
Well, you know, time don't cost nothing, they say.
It cost me my life. All right. There are people shooting guns outside. Have you heard that, Donnie?
I ain't worried.
Yeah, that ain't going to be a problem, but... Moving right along. Windows Firewall enabled. It's disabled. We recommend that you use the Windows Firewall over no firewall because Windows Firewall prevents Windows Defender from activating and blocking communication with the ESS. We have Windows Defender turned off, or it ain't even on this one. Windows Firewall protects your PC from incoming network threats. We're not on any networks, and this is not connected to the internet, which is why we had to use Donnie's phone to do it. This application, the SCU, will add rules to the Windows Firewall to allow Mach 3 and Mach 4 to communicate with the ESS. You may use another firewall application, shown below if active, but you will need to determine how to let Mach through that firewall. If there is no other firewall listed below, but Windows Firewall is disabled, you may press the button in the upper right to enable Windows Firewall. I ain't doing that. We ain't turning on the firewall, people. We're not on a network. Now, I know somebody's going to reply below with the one weird damn way that it would matter, but we ain't doing it. Okay. This system configures utility. The system configuration utility will help you install the Mach software, the ESS plugin, and then configure your Windows PC to communicate with your Ethernet Smoothstepper. Notes, look for the flashing button or text to help guide you. So Mach is already installed. And the ESS plugin, I think I have installed. I had one on the SD card, and I clicked it, and it said that it had been installed when I clicked it.
Okay, that's good.
That's all I did was I clicked it. I believe I've read that before. Some drivers, you just click them, and then they just install real quick. I mean, it was like instant. So I don't know, maybe. Hover over buttons for more information. And I can't download either one of those anyways because we're not on the internet. This SCU will not work with the USB Smoothstepper. Well, that's good because I didn't get the USB one. I heard bad things, but on these old computers, I heard that it's not good. So I did the Ethernet one. All right, here we go. Start PC configuration. Please choose one of the following to configure your computer. Most people will use easy mode. So here's where I get in trouble because I'm not like most people, Donnie. We're special individuals, but it's probably the easy way. It will configure everything in 3 mouse clicks. Your Smoothstepper will use the factory default settings and connect directly to your computer, which is the most common way. Wizard mode guides you through the setup and configuration process, but requires some networking knowledge. Probably ought to stay away from that one.
Especially me.
Advanced mode is for advanced troubleshooting.
We need that one.
You think so?
Yep.
I'm not doing that one. I'm doing easy mode.
Okay.
But we might have to go back to it. Easy mode.
Here we go. It says 3 clicks.
Okay. Select, left click on, the network adapter that the Smoothstepper is connected to. This requires that your Smoothstepper use the factory settings and that it is directly connected to your computer. Well, here we have a problem.
Do I need to look something up?
The next step will appear after you click on an adapter in the list below. In the list below, now here's my problem.
Uh-oh.
And what happened?
That whole setup changed.
Configure everything. You must select an adapter. Yeah, I don't have an adapter. Okay, so we're going to have to look that up. Maybe if we go to advanced mode.
I told you.
Step 1, they're going to make me do the damn firewall. You see how they do? Get the firewall. All right, there. We've added rules to allow Mach 3 and Mach 4 through it. Now we're in a boot loop. Is this some kind of... Look at this. Come on, people. Come on now. We don't need all this shit. Come on.
What we do.
Why are they doing this to me? Come on now. Look at the
thing,
bottom. Look at this. People.
as soon as this thing
Why would they do all that?
Take that damn firewall off there.
Yeah.
That screwed me up last time.
Refresh details. It won't do it. It's going to make me turn on the freaking firewall to turn off the damn firewall. Well, there's probably something else going on. Oh!
Woohoo!
Oh no, it's listening for it. There's nothing there.
Damn it.
Okay, so here's what we do. I'm going to unplug the Ethernet cable. And I'm going to plug it back in. Maybe it's just dusty, Donnie.
Blow on it. Say.
I already did that. There's a little light on, so you'd think that would mean that it's connected, right? This thing is very dusty. It's on there, though. Okay, let's refresh our details. You know that we We're going to have to go way back over to the other side. Let's see if it looks like it's right over here. I got this cable. Well, we have a yellow light. You would think that would mean that it's seeing something on the other side.
Hey, you want me to do this side over here?
What are you going to do?
Hit the help
No,
button.
no. We don't need no help. All right, let's see. I don't know. Everything looks connected good to me. Maybe I just got to connect it straight in instead of trying to use this little adapter thing. All right, so this machine, we completely stripped everything down on it. So it does have an Ethernet port in it, but we had the adapter disabled. So I went in and found the adapter and enabled it. And now we're getting this. Previous adapter's IP is bad due to switching to DHCP. Please click refresh details, blah, 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 blah. But local area connection to Ethernet up, blah, blah, blah. I think that's where we're at. So we're going to try clicking that one. Left click. And then we'll say configure everything, it says. All right, Donnie. It's going to configure everything. Don't worry, Donnie. I think we got it now.
Woohoo! I'm glad I had to look all that up.
Mm-hmm.
Have you told him yet I was the brains in this operation?
Yeah, Donnie's the computer expert.
Oh, well, don't tell him that.
Here we go again. Look, you see this?
That damn firewall.
It's probably that firewall. Look, we do have there's some kind of connection there. I don't know, Donnie. This doesn't look right. See how it came up and then it just stopped? Usually they come up and they flash a little bit.
Well, what we used to do in computer class is hit Control-Alt and delete.
I would type 10, draw. I can't remember how basic worked.
The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog.
No, it wasn't that.
It wasn't that one.
All right, we're still messing with it.
Hup, there we go.
It was just that first one was taking a while to configure everything. Now it's configuring all the other stuff. See what it's doing, Donnie, I think. Every one of those boxes it's telling it to do something. It's like, hey, make it where it'll work on the firewall. Hey, make it where whatever, this doesn't conflict with this and that and the other. Okay, hey, it says it detected it.
Is this thing gonna make me a cheeseburger when we're done?
I doubt it. It might make you a table that you can put the cheeseburger on. Listening for Ethernet Smoothsteppers. The detected ESS table at the bottom of the window will update every few seconds with any detected Ethernet Smoothsteppers, but it may take up to a minute for the first ping to show up. If there is an ARP issue,
Don't have no
ARP,
clue.
that's a new one. ARP. Oh, that's the Association for Retired Persons. ARP.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so okay.
That's
So this is like for older folks. Okay. If your ESS appears, you may close this program and start running Mach. If your smooth stepper does not appear within a minute, click on I don't see it. If you see boot P packets coming in, remove the boot P JP1 jumper from the ESS and power cycle the ESS. Otherwise, Mach will never be able to connect to the ESS. If your ESS appears below, now how do I know if that's mine? I'll bet that's mine. Close this program and start Mach.
But if you close too early, we're gonna be.
It says I see pings. Boom. There we are. All right, so we're gonna try Mach 3 now. All right, folks, we've been working on it. Try it, Donnie. Yeah, buddy. It's moving slowly. How many, what's it saying? RPM speed, or what speed is it saying?
123.
Inches a minute?
Yeah.
So we don't have that set up right yet. Let me go mess with that a little bit. All right, so if you go in Mach 3, you can click settings, and then you get this screen, and then way down here it says set steps per unit. So if you click that, it asks you what axis. You click Y, and then you say how far would you like to move the Y axis. So I'm saying 2 inches. So Donnie, we don't even have it on a 0 yet, so we're just trying to like eyeball it. It's going to go this way, I think, is the way it was going. So you got it figured out. You measured it. Donnie always thinks the smart ways to do something, so he measured from the end to the bar. Okay, so you hit this. Is it moving?
Oh, you had to hit the reset at the bottom.
So that didn't work. Let's do it again. Didn't work, Donnie. I gotta do it again. How far would you like to move it? 2 inches. How far did the Y-axis move, Donnie?
Exactly
Half an inch? Holy moly! 0.5.
Hang on, John. Let me get that measurement again.
Y-axis will be set to 4,000 steps per unit. Would you like to accept it? Why, yes. Yes, I would. Now we're going to do it again.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I'm going to try to move it 5 inches.
About 4.5 inches. Right around 4.5 inches.
4.5. All right. So, of course, this works better if you do it, 3 feet. But we're doing it small increments until we get it where it's at least close. Okay, Donnie, so you want to play with it a little bit?
Hang on.
You can turn up your feed rate and all that?
Go that way some more. Keep going. Keep going. A little more. Zero's right there somewhere. Should be climbing right on.
That's not 0, though. That's all the way. Oh, yeah, it is 0 the way we've got it set up. Actually, the table's turned around, Donnie.
You got.
Our control box is going to be on the other side.
Well, can you zero it over here so I don't hit the other damn stop?
Oh, yeah, that would be smart. Yep. But up is minus now.
Go.
Okay. So Donnie's going to play with it. because that's what he wants to do. We're going to go over there on that side and watch it. How many does it say it's moving, Donnie? How fast? So 120 inches a minute. So that's about right. Okay.
Am I getting close?
Yeah, you're about there. Yeah, you're there. Okay, you're buried. He's trying to do that because he's going to try to run that way real fast. What you going to set it at?
I'm going to go up to, I don't know yet.
So this Oriental motor, we're just trying to test it out and see if we like it. We think we do. If I don't get it.
150% overrun.
Okay, so what's that like?
It won't go no faster. It's only running 150.
You've got to.
123 is all it's maxing out.
All right, we got to change. We got to figure out how to change the jog rate just to test it. All right, folks. So we've got it moving, but we don't have it set up yet. So we're going to have to do a lot of like the motor tuning. We've got it all screwed up, so it'll work. It's telling us that it's only moving 5 units a minute, but it's moving much faster than that. So it's not moving 5 inches a minute. It's moving. It's way off. It's moving a lot. So our little calibration thing actually did work, but then I did something where I've got it where the units are messed up. So we still got to screw around with it some more. But we did at least get it to move, Donnie. What do you think?
Woohoo! Inches closer. We keep inching it.
All right, so y'all were here when you got to see it move for the first time.
Eventually
we'll have it buzzing and just cutting all kinds of stuff. But we'll do another video where we get a little further along once we figure out what we did wrong. I'm sure you'll tell us down in the bottom what we did wrong, though. I'm sure they'll tell us. They know about more. Like, we don't know what we're doing, but we'll figure it out. But we do have it actually moving, so that's cool.
That's better than what it was when we started.
I may have a setting on the Gecko Drive where it's not doing the right thing, where I've got it where it's not micro-stepping or something.
It was probably that fire whatever.
Probably the firewall, yep.
The firewall.
I hate a firewall.
That firewall's got us screwed.
All right, well, we'll see you on the next video. Tell them what to do, Donnie.
Hey, y'all, if you like what you see, give us a thumbs up for filming it. Subscribe to the channel if you hadn't already, and we'll catch you on the next one.